Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Seabridge. Today we're going to be doing some underground stuff, and I just want to sort of update you on what we've done so far. And we haven't done really anything above ground. Basically everything this week has been done below ground. I've done a good bit of streaming. I think it was 16 hours of streaming this week. So, I mean, it might not seem that we've gotten a lot done, but yeah, there is a good bit done. And I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, there we go. We do have a light source. So we'll go down into here and I'll sort of show you what's going on. We made like a little servants chamber down here, a little place for the servants to sleep. This would be the place where the servants for the mafia lord would live. Anyway, this is the what do you call it? The audience chamber for the mafia lord. This is where he would be. He has his nice little audience chamber here. Maybe some counselors on the side. A little respite room here, so he'd go up here and sit here, and then like his counselors can stand around him and sort of tell him on what's going on, and hopefully, and then he makes his decisions there. And then we go this way. Got a little entrance hall from the main sort of hallway that goes all the way from one end to the other. Nice big hallway. And then we go down this way. But yeah, basically, I just did this all this week, and I was very, very happy to have done this because this is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and my goodness, the underground has grown substantially since last time I was down here. I guess I just kept growing it, and you guys will see that in later episodes, but for right now I'm just going to show you the finished parts. This is a little secret getaway from the King's bedroom, or the Mafia Lord's bedroom. This heads to the winery. He has several secret getaways. So he has, plenty of ways to get out of here. Say if he's in a tight spot, he needs to escape something. So, but anyway, we're gonna go down this way, and this leads down into the caves. And this is where I started this cave style here. I really liked this kind of design where you have the slate rock and you have the dark stone, the new dark stone, gravel and such. It makes a really nice look to it. And so then I have a kitchen down here. So this is where all the food would be made for the Mafia Lord. The servants would be down here and take care of that. Then you got yourself a storage room in here. And then you go back this place, and you can just imagine that this is where this is where they would keep something secret, for some reason. It's not technically a torture room. It's just kind of a place for someone to go if they need someone sort of hidden away. And that's where it would be. So maybe even a torture room. I don't know. You guys can, fill in the blank for that. And then we go down here, and then he has his own bathhouse. Now, this is a really interesting bathhouse. I do have it so that it has a steam underneath. A very odd-looking raven symbol in the middle of the pool. But I really like the idea of having sort of a bathhouse like this. Has lots of different things you can do in it. There's no real dressing rooms or anything. You kind of just get dressed around the pool and whatever. It's very public. But it's just basically for the family and maybe for guests as they come over. And then you head down this way, and then this is the boiler room underneath, which is right here. And I still need to make a chimney to this. I just thought of that. I try to make chimneys for everything, but sometimes whatever. Whoopsie. This is another secret passageway, and this goes up to the black market, which is another thing that I finished over this week. It is now, for the last video, I only did half of it, but for, over the stream weeks, I finished it. And as you can see, now we have a butcher, we have a tanner. We're just going to keep going around and see other things. We got like a secret skooma cellar. We got clothes. You got a weapons black market. You got a sort of like a potions alchemist. This is where they would sell some slaves. I'm going to have to figure out. I'm probably going to have like a bunch of rooms down this area where the slaves would be kept and such, so that they could be sold here. And this is like a place where they can congregate around. You got a little sort of like general store here where they would just sell a lot of random stuff, and that's about it as far as the new stuff is concerned. I got a lot of new stuff, but that's about it for this area. head back into the main hallway, and this leads this way. And now I'm going to go up and out into the main sort of the main town square of the city. And then we're going to head this way over to the arena, which is another thing that I've been working on a bit this week. And that's something that I've actually been really excited about. And actually what we're going to be working on this video is the Ludus for one of the sides, for the red and white side. So what I've done is I made this sort of entrance. This is a main entrance to come underground. There's going to be other main entrances, as this is probably going to be very clogged with all the people that come down this way. But then you come into this sort of hub area where you have different caves you can go. You can go down this cave, which leads down to the left side of the arena. You can go down this cave, which also leads down to the back of the arena and also leads down to the front. And then this one leads around the right side. And this cave leads all the way around. So this is basically a one big loop all the way around, and it connects to this cave right there. So we're just going to run down this way really quick. I'm just going to sort of show you what I've done. As you can see, I have a poker room here, and this is a secret passageway that leads to the tavern, the Ye Olde Halberd Inn, I think that's what it's called. And then this here is a basically a temple, or not a temple, a chapel to the god Otar, which is the god of the warrior, where that's, they would worship him so that he would allow the gladiators of a certain team to win. So that's where they would go pray, and that's where they would win their bets and such. And I will have a betting room in here and such as well. But yeah, and so we're going to keep heading down this way. We got ourselves a little snack stand, because I'm sure that the people that are watching the games would be pretty hungry. And you head down into here. This is where they would watch from, and then underneath it is the Ludus. So this is where this is the green and blue team, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, the green and blue team. So as you can see, I got green and blue carpets here, and that is how this looks. And you can kind of come up here. You got lots of area to sit, and you got a little place where the team would put their gold and such, and they would bet on the gladiators and such. And then what they would do is they would bring this gold up to the betting stand, which would be where the teams would bet against each other. And it'd be like a very fierce competition. This is the red and white team, and as you can see, you can come out here into the front, and you can watch the battle as it is taking place down below. And then you come down a little bit more, and you're in the lower portion. And this isn't as detailed. I didn't work on this one as much, but it's kind of the same thing. You just kind of walk out, and you can watch it from a lower stance. And what we're going to be working on today is the Ludus right underneath here. But before that, I'm just going to run around this really quick. I do have a couple privies down here also, because obviously people will have to use the restroom. I have not detailed this area yet. This is going to be like a little thieves guild, like a secret thieves place. And then this here actually connects up to that cave that I said leads to the front and back of the arena. So this is sort of the back of the arena right here, and this leads all the way up to the main hub right there. I have not finished that yet, but that'll be finished soonish. And you kind of walk up this way, and you have this leads into another one of the sides, and then this here leads into another one of the sides, as you can see. And it's just going to need a whole lot of work overall. But for right now, I'm going to head right back down into the cave that we just came into. And that's pretty much all I've worked on this week. I haven't really worked on anything else. I've just been doing a lot of underground. Underground takes a long time because there's a lot of patience that goes into it because it's just so much. But what we're going to be working on today is actually this Ludus right here, and I'm going to make it look a lot better. Obviously it's going to be a lot different than what it is right now, and really excited about doing this and getting it done and having another Ludus. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and I will see you guys soon. Alrighty, well there we go guys, went ahead and finished the Ludus on up, and we're going to go ahead and explore it really quick to show you what I've done. So first of all, I have to the left here, when you immediately come through the door that comes in from the outside area, the actual arena itself, you have a couple privies. You know, obviously since you're underground, you're condensed, you would need places to take a poo, and it makes sense to have it closest to the door so this can be easiest to clean out and such. Also, there is going to be a way from about here or here to get up to the actual place up above where the people up here can come down and see their gladiators firsthand. This is the medicus here. This is where the gladiators that are wounded during certain engagements would be, because this is obviously a very needed portion. And then they would each area or each gladiatorial ludus would have a medicator or medicus. I forget what the guy is called, a physician, and the physician would make sure that they are healed and such. And yeah, I guess a gladiator that is a physician. I don't know. I haven't researched into that. But anyway, you come down here and this is where they would practice. You got some weapons. You got some blood. You got a little bit of fire over here to sort of warm up and get ready for battle and such. And then you got some different kinds of weapons around. You got those halberds. You got some axes and some maces. You know, they have crossbows, but maybe they use those for something else. You got some other maces there, and some swords and some hammers and such. And so lots of different kinds of weapons for them to fight with. And even, I'm not sure if any of you have watched Spartacus, but they have a weapon that basically is, you use a sword or some other kind of weapon, a one-handed weapon, and you have a net. And you use the net to sort of like trap your opponent, and then you use the sword to slice them to bits. But anyway, I thought that was a really cool idea. So, you know, that's kind of a purpose for the nets, kind of hanging randomly in the little fighting area there. Also down here, this is where, say, some gladiators that, you know, have gone out of line, they would throw them down into this pit, or maybe even the new guys that are, you know, new to the whole thing, that want to just do nothing but get out until they start seeing the honor in being a gladiator or something like that, until they realize, you know, there's really nothing else you could do. Because underground, they're just, you can imagine just a bunch of soldiers being under here. Not in these luduses, but etc. Anyway, this here is the kitchen. This is where they would cook all the food. And you come down here, and this is where they would eat all the food. Sort of like a little dining hall for them to all congregate and eat. This would be where the focus of the, you know, banding together and talking and stuff would happen. And also another place would be the little bath house thing here, because they would obviously clean up, because gladiators are basically like stallions. They, you know, from watching Spartacus, that's where I'm getting a lot of my ideas for this and such. You know, basically they got to look good, and so obviously they would have some baths to make themselves look good for the spectators during the gladiatorial fights. Now you come up here, this is where they would all sleep. You got some beds up here, and then you got some beds up down here. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gladiators, and then you got a couple hay beds, so 10, 11. And then you got a place where the head gladiator would live. Now the champion gladiator would change every so often. So say if the champion would die, then this bedroom would be taken over by another champion, etc. So that's just the champion bedroom. Now the commander of the ludus would not be actually down here. He would be actually a free man or something of that sort up above. Now I do think that I should make a I forget what the actual gladiator trainer is called. I forget the name, but he would actually, I think that I should have made a room down here, so like maybe right here make a little room for him to sleep in, etc. But yeah, this is about the best I could do for an underground ludus. I'll go ahead and show you the other ludus really quick. Actually, I think I already showed you in a previous episode, so you can go ahead and watch that. But the other ludus is right next to it over here. And basically, it's, you know, it's the same thing. You got the privies out front, and you come in, you got some sleeping areas, and etc. You got a kitchen. The only thing I don't have in this area is a bath, like the other one, which I will most likely add in. But yeah, this is the Seabridge coming along one bit at a time, and I'm definitely enjoying the progress. and should be streaming a good bit this week, and looking forward to getting some more done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe for more, because there's definitely a lot more coming. I hope that you guys will come back soon in the near future. I will see you guys soon. Don't forget that I have a Facebook and Twitter. Till next time, bye-bye.